Hi everyone, this is Tony Earp, Class Eagles Director. I hope you're having a great week. Today I want to talk to you about something that I see a lot in the game and I think is very important to discuss, is watching players and teams play with fear when they step on the field. I talk to players a lot during training and I'll have conversations about why they're not asking for the ball, why they're not trying to seek the ball in the game, and often what they tell me is that they're scared to lose it. They don't want to make a mistake. They don't want to cost their team the ball or a goal. They don't want to take a shot because they're afraid to miss. This is pretty common with players, especially young players, because nobody likes making mistakes, and that's something we all are afraid of. But, one thing I talk to players about is that one thing about soccer is that, you're going to make mistakes. It's going to happen. It's inevitable. You can't avoid it. So instead of stepping onto the field and being afraid of making a mistake, know that you are. It's something you can't avoid. So instead of playing tight and being nervous about the first time you get a ball and not wanting to lose it, you can approach the game and know that, I'm going to make mistakes, so I can just relax and play. It's not something I have to be afraid of. It's, I'm more afraid of not trying. That's really what, I try to get players to think about, is that, the fear is not, failures. The fear is, never to step on the field and really try and give it your best effort. And I also try to put it in context like this, is that the game is very negative. You think about how many times in a match a team gains possession of the ball, let's just say 100. And how often do you score as a group, as a team? Maybe 1, 2 goals, 3 if you're having a great game. So if your team gained possession 100 times and only scored twice, 2% of the time your team was successful as a group, which means most of the time we make mistakes, we lose the ball, we don't get the goal. So, I think we have to put that in context for players and make them understand that it's not always going to work out, but they have to have that courage to step on the field and try and play courageously, not be afraid to have the ball and take chances. And as coaches and parents, we have to encourage that as well. We have to be very careful about how quick we are to pounce when an error is made, because, again, the game is extremely negative because most of the time it doesn't work out. You don't get the goal, your team loses possession, most of the time. So that's a reality of soccer and the sport, and it's something that we have to make sure parents, players, coaches understand. And when players step on the field, they are stepping on the field, not nervous about making mistakes because they know they're going to. And the only thing they're focused on is having fun, developing, and trying new things and getting better. So that's a message that we're sharing here with Class Eagles, and hopefully one that you will share with your players, coaches, and clubs as well.